In our last lesson, we talked about the two very important words, which are a and an. So a and an in English are called indefinite articles. And that's because we use them to refer to something indefinite, which is something that's not specific, not particular. Today, we will continue that lesson, the lesson of articles, and we will be talking about, this time, we will be talking about the definite article. And I'm saying the definite article, not articles, because it's only one. In English, this definite article is the word the, which is spelled T-H-E. The is one of the most important words in English. I classify it as one of the top 5 words in English. So there is a very important word, and grammatically we call it definite article in comparison to the previous two words which we explained in the last episode, a and an, which are called indefinite articles. So we use the, which is the definite article, when we talk about unique things. So what do I mean by unique things? These are the things that there is only one of them. For example, you say the world, because it's one world. You say the sky, because it's one sky. You say the human race, because it's one human race. You say the atmosphere, the environment, the sea, the climate, the ground. So all of these words refer to unique ideas or unique meanings which exist solitarily. So there is only one of them. So this is the first use of the definite article the. We use it to refer to unique things. These are things that there is only one of them. The second usage of the definite article the is when we refer to phases of time or modes of time. These are 3: the past, the present, the future. So whenever we talk about any of these modes or any of these phases or stages of time, we use the definite article the with them. So we say the past, the present, the future. So you don't use these words without the definite article the, just like the unique things that we referred to in the previous point, which are not usually or not commonly used alone. They are most commonly used with the definite article the. Pretty hot. So the third usage of the definite article the is to refer to geographical areas or geographical features. For example, we talk about the beach, the forest, the country, which can also be called the countryside. So these are geographical areas, some exemplifications or some examples of geographical areas, and we use the article the with them most of the time. Just like these 3 situations in which we are almost obliged to use the definite article the, there are some other instances in which using the is considered wrong or inaccurate. So we call these cases of zero article. Zero article meaning that, or means that, we don't use any article, whether that article is definite or indefinite. For instance, when we talk about general concepts, when we refer to, in our sentence to a general concept, we use zero article. For example, climate is one of the many factors that affect farming. I'm talking here about climate in general. I'm not talking about climate in a certain or in a particular area. So I'm talking in a general or in a generic sense. In this case, we use zero article, no articles whatsoever. Another example. In autumn, the temperature difference between land and sea reduces. I'm talking here about land in general and sea in general, not referring to a certain piece of land or to a certain sea. I'm talking about the land areas all in all and the sea areas as a whole. So we don't use any article here. So the point I was trying to make here is that when we talk about general concepts, we use zero articles. Also, sometimes in our sentence, we need to make generalizations. That's a new point. To make a generalization in your sentence, there are two methods. Either you use a plural noun with zero articles, no articles at all, or you use a singular noun with the definite article the. For example, you say, the computer has revolutionized publishing. So I'm talking here saying the computer, the plus a singular noun, but I'm talking about computers in general. What I mean in this sentence is that computers have revolutionized publishing. So I can use the plural noun and I can say computers, or I can use the singular form and I complement it with the. So I either say computers have revolutionized publishing, or I say that the computer, the plus a singular noun, has revolutionized publishing. So this is a very important point, which is that using a singular noun with the is equivalent to using a plural noun with zero articles, and both are used to make generalizations. If you invert or revert the two cases, which I mean by using the with a plural noun and using a singular noun or an uncountable noun with the, in this case you are referring to a specific thing or a specific group of things. For example, you can say, the computers have arrived. Where shall I put them? So I'm not talking here about computers in general. I'm talking about a certain set of computers, and I'm saying that they have arrived, and I'm asking the other person, where shall I put them? So the computers is not a generalization. It's a specification. But computers alone without the refers to something general. Another example. When you say, the music played at the restaurant last night was wonderful. I'm not saying here that music in general is wonderful. I'm using the with it. So using the with an uncountable noun, because music is uncountable, using the plus uncountable noun is a specification. But when you say music is wonderful, so that's an uncountable noun without the, this is a generalization. You're talking here about music in general. The last point I want to make in today's video, and actually I was supposed to make this point in the previous video, but I forgot. So I'll make it in this video. It's relating to a and an, which are the indefinite articles that we explained at length in our last session. These two words, a and an, the two indefinite articles, are used to give the definition of something. So if you want to define something, usually you mention its name with one of the two indefinite articles, a and an, before it. For example, you say, a corkscrew is a gadget used to get corks out of bottles. I'm saying a corkscrew, you see? So I'm putting a before the name of the object, corkscrew, to define it, to say that it's a gadget, it's a tool that's used to extract corks from bottles. One more example. When you say, a janitor is a person whose job is to look after a building. So that's the definition of what a janitor is, this person. So we're using a before it. We say, a janitor is a person whose job is to look after a building. So these two lessons, today's lesson and last lesson about a and an, are two very important lessons for you that you need to focus upon in order to master articles, because the three words a, an, and the are extremely crucial, and you will need to use them a lot, whether in your writing or in your speaking, and that's throughout the journey of your English learning. If my content appeals to you, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Let's grow our community. Like the video and drop down any comments that you have, and share it to your friends and family members or anyone who might be interested in learning English. Thank you very much for your attentive listening, and I look forward to our next lesson. Enjoy the rest of your day, and goodbye for now, my friends.